was gonna do your.
I was gonna let you do it.
All right, guys, welcome back to Boring Reviews. Gabe here.
Nick.
The Night Watchman. Leave that in, no edit. Our videos have very little editing anyway. I was gonna say, leave it in.
Little by you.
Leave it in. Oh man. I mentioned to you the last time we did the video, the Beatles video, and it was what was the name of that song?
The Long and Winding Road.
The Long and Winding Road. Slower ballad, love it. Kind of like While My Guitar Gently Weeps. That I had never heard. Imagine, and you lost your mind. You was like, it's the greatest song ever written.
I would honestly, I'd probably put it in my top 5 all-time songs.
Wow!
I know I'm building.
Wow, that's so much pressure.
I know. I'm building up
that's
way
so much
too
pressure. Hard. And you know me,
Why
bro.
Why do I do it?
You know me. If I don't like it, I'm gonna say I don't like it. It is what it is. I've gotten plenty of hate online. Listen, I got a teenage daughter, by the way. There's nothing you guys can say that's gonna make me feel bad. All right, when you got a teenage daughter, they're brutally honest with you. Dad, you look fat in that. Dad, you shouldn't be eating that. Dad, just let it go. See this? Not by choice, people, because I was trying to do the George Jefferson and trying to do the little. She's just, you know what I mean? I was trying to save it, and she was just like, let it go. You know what I mean? Like, let it go. Teenage daughters are brutally honest.
You should grow your hair out. That's just my opinion.
With the patches or whatever, let it go. Listen, she won't allow me because she'll let me know it doesn't look good. But so now you guys say in the comments can hurt my feelings. Have at it. Have at it. I've heard it all. Again.
Careful what you ask for.
Careful what you wish for.
So, this song, getting back on track here, mister, is a classic. This is a John Lennon solo project right here. And it's another reminder of why he was taken way too early. Not just music. I mean, he had a family, had kids, he had Yoko Ono, all that kind of stuff. But why he was taken way too early. This is such a great song. I don't want to keep talking about it. I'm going to build up way too high. If you like our reaction to this anyway, please don't forget to
like and subscribe. And leave a mean comment. I want to see.
That'll be no problem. I could be very wrong, but I'm pretty confident you'll recognize this one. Here we go.
Imagine. I never heard. I mean, when you told me the title, I never heard the song, but we'll see.
Now, this part's just a video, obviously not part of the recording of the song, but...
Is that him and Yoko?
I've never seen the video, yeah. Interesting start.
It doesn't bode well right now, Cotton.
Hasn't started yet. It's got some serious, leg warmers things on. Here we go. Yeah.
Goosebumps!
Do you recognize it, though?
Yes, I've heard this song. I didn't know it was called Imagine. Oh, dude, yeah. It's added it right now. It's added it right now. Wow.
Absolutely.
Sees if you try.
It's like a place that we went to in South England, Jody and I.
Above us, only sky. Imagine all the people.
I've heard this in a few movies, shows. Wow, absolutely didn't realize.
Imagine there's no country. It isn't hard to do. Nothing to kill or die for, and no religion too.
Yeah.
Wow. I get it. You know, it's now I finally get what he means to the Beatles. We had this conversation before where one of my favorite movies growing up was Ferris Bueller's Day Off, and he makes a comment where he does all this like breaking up the third wall, fourth wall, right? Talking to the audience, he's like, I quote John Lennon, "I don't believe in the Beatles. I only believe in myself." He's like, then again, he was a walrus. I could be the walrus, and I still wouldn't have a car. I'd have to bum rides off of people. But I know that there was so much controversy with the Beatles and Yoko Ono and between John Lennon and Paul McCartney, and I was just like, why didn't they just cut him? Why didn't they just get rid of him? I get it now. Holy cow, I get it now. Like
that writing duo was just a genius writing duo.
Like man, like it's almost like one of those relationships. I hate to love you. Like you're so good. I know what you mean to this band, but that contention between them. Because I remember you saying that was it the other song that I liked yesterday that John Lennon didn't like.
I always heard that he didn't like it,
right.
But now I'm nervous that was just like
and he was like, oh, that this one never, and you know what I mean. But like there was still that kind of, even like you said, if it was a rumor because you could tell that there was contention between them. And like it's funny because Ringo Starr and the other one, George Harrison, were kind of like background. There was no drama with them, but these two were the guys that went off. But dude, I finally get it. Like, holy cow, that is
song. Yes,
that is. I didn't realize that was a Beatles song first and foremost.
It's not. It's a John Lennon song. This was post Beatles. This is when they broke up.
Oh wow!
So imagine that. Like, so you listened to Let It Be and Yesterday, which are heavily Paul McCartney. So I understand why you're like, what do you need John Lennon for?
Yeah.
Then I give you an Imagine that he wrote on his own. You're like, okay, well that more than evens a tide right there. Like, which one is your number one? I mean, it's like the whole Twilight thing, Jacob or the other guy's name, right?
Wow. So this is after they broke up.
This is after they broke up.
And he
pulls this thing out. Whoa. So remember Forrest Gump, right?
Yeah.
When they have John, I'm not sure if you remember it, but it was John Lennon on the show with Forrest Gump on that late night talk show.
Yeah. I didn't realize that was supposed to be John Lennon.
They're making a joke about this song because John Lennon's talking about how he went somewhere, and Forrest Gump's like, they don't have religion? No. They don't have a country? Like, it's just playing on this, and he's like, no. Anyways.
Wow, I didn't.
Or maybe it's John Lennon that's asking Forrest Gump that question about Vietnam.
So this is not a Beatles song. That's just a John Lennon song.
John Lennon.
Wow, that's so interesting, man. Like, again, I still get it, man. Magnificent songwriter. Maybe he had a lot more to do with a lot of those other hits.
Absolutely did.
But I just know it's funny because when you hear John Lennon, and even before I went down the rabbit hole of Beatles, I grew up in New York. Unfortunately, we all know he passed away in New York, got shot outside of his building right there in Central Park, right? Central Park West, I think, is where he lived. And then, of course, the whole Yoko Ono thing, for whatever reason, that's what he's synonymous for, not being probably one of the, at least in pop culture, not being one of the greatest songwriters of all time. Because I gotta tell you, dude, this is better than Yesterday. It's better than it's up there with My Guitar Gently Weeps, man. Holy cow, this song's amazing.
It's his choice, that song.
It's amazing. Wow, it's an added. I don't even know if I said it. It's an added, but I gotta add it. I never realized this was a John Lennon song though. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's cool. Like when you hear a song many times, you know it's a great song. You don't know who it comes from. I love that line where he says, "I know that I'm a dreamer." Or I may be a dreamer, but I know I'm not the only one. I love that.
Right.
But I'm not the only one. I mean, it's so fantastic. He looks at the camera when he says it. It's a beautiful song. Like I said, easily top 5. Is it the greatest song ever written of all time in the genre of rock? It could be, because it's just, every time you hear it, like you talk about Goosebumps 5 seconds, every time you hear it, you just fall in love with it.
Right.
It's a beautiful song. Let us know what your thoughts are on this song, where it ranks, and what we think about our reaction. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And until next time.
We know all things.